Tale of Two Interviews, A Tale of Two Interviews, Mia Foster White.
Good afternoon. Let me start out by welcoming you to the Career Services Fair. I also want to congratulate you for being proactive about your future. I know as college students you can have a very busy schedule and even have a hectic schedule at times. But trying to keep a full class load, working full-time for some of you, trying to remain active on campus, and even keeping up an active social life. Sometimes things can become overwhelming. However, as you are here, you are gaining a very valuable education. But I know many of you are concerned about entering the job market and want to know what it's going to take to succeed in such a competitive job market that's around today. The actuality is the real world is coming, and you have to ask yourself a question. How are you going to land that job when there's so many other applicants around? What is going to stand out about you? Especially when all the other applicants have equal experience and equal education as yourself. Well, the answer is that your Toastmaster skills are going to give you that edge. They will give you the skills to propel you to get that job offer that you're after. Now you may ask, how do public speaking skills help you in an interview? I want to share that story with you by sharing two experiences of two very different interviews that I have had in my life. The first interview I want to tell you about is an interview that I felt like I was very qualified for the job. I felt like I knew I was going to get this job. In fact, I felt like it was in the bag. All I had to do was go there, go through this preliminary interview, and I would soon be working. Well, I quickly found out that when I went in there, I was more nervous than expected. I had sweaty palms, I was very nervous, I had poor posture, I started leaning over, and once I left that room, I knew there was no way in the world I was going to get that job. But I also knew that there was something I needed to do about that, and I needed to work on my public speaking skills. Now, sometimes people think public speaking is just about speaking in front of a large audience or preparing some type of presentation, but it's actually more than that. It's also about speaking to small groups or in meetings or in your everyday occurrences, and yes, even in interviews. So on my second interview I want to share with you, I had started public speaking, I had practiced giving speeches, and when I went on this interview, I was a lot more confident. This job was looking for someone who had 8 years experience, but I only had 3, but that didn't worry me because I knew I was ready for the interview. And when I went in and I sat in front of 3 senior managers, I thought to myself, this is nothing. This is nothing to me at all. I can totally handle this. I'm used to this now. I do this all the time. So it didn't faze me to sit in front of 3 people shooting off questions at me one after one. And I knew, in fact, I had killed that interview because I was very confident. And I left that interview knowing that I was definitely going to get a call back. And I did get a call back, and I did get that job. And I do owe it to the fact that I had practiced my public speaking skills. And the reason why public speaking helps you in an interview is that it did 3 things for me. 1, it built my confidence. 2, it helped me to speak on my feet. And 3, it allowed me to speak clearly and conscientiously. So these 3 things will help you too in an interview. So as you build your confidence, you'll be polished overall in your communication skills. You'll build your leadership skills. Your passions can also show through, and you'll always be prepared to speak. Secondly, you can think on your feet. You'll be able to advocate for yourself, organize your thoughts in a short period of time, and speak off the cuff. And you'll also be able to speak more clearly. This will come with time. With more practice, you'll get more comfortable with yourself when speaking in front of an audience. You'll build stronger face-to-face communication, and you'll also learn about your body language and your tone and how it comes off to other people. Again, public speaking will help you with your confidence, being able to think on your feet, and to speak more clearly, which are all things you really need to do on an interview to sell yourself and to land that job. I want to thank you for listening to me for these few minutes. My time is almost up. But I want to invite you in closing to the Toastmasters table. We do have a booth to the back right-hand corner of the auditorium. We want you all to come and visit us. We'd love to share with you more about Toastmasters and how it can help you in your journey of a job search and in your life. We do have 2 clubs that meet on campus regularly on Tuesday mornings at 9 a.m. in the Arts Building and on Thursday afternoons at 2 p.m. in the Engineering Building. If that doesn't work for your schedule, we can also lead you to other clubs that will better fit your time. Again, please come out and see us. We have gifts and free giveaways and treats. Thank you and good luck on your continued studies and in your career endeavors. Thank you.